After a while, Hub made his way back to Cheese Station and found him. He offered him bits of new cheese but was turned down. Ham appreciated his friend's gesture but said, I don't think I would like new cheese. It's not what I am used to. I want my own cheese back and I am not going to change until I get what I want. Just shook his head in disappointment and reluctantly went back out on his own. As he returned to the farthest point he had reached in the maze, he missed his friend but realized he liked what he was discovering. Even before he found what he hoped would be great supply of new cheese. If ever he knew that what made him happy wasn't just having a cheese. He was happy when he wasn't being run by his fear. He liked what he was doing now. Knowing this, Haw didn't feel as weak as he did when he stayed in the cheese station with no cheese. Just realizing he was not letting his fear stop him and knowing that he had taken a new direction, nourished him and gave him a strength. Now he felt that it was just a question of time before he found what he needed. In fact, he sensed he had already found what he was looking for. He smiled as he realized it is safer to search in the maze than remain in a cheeseless situation. He realized again, as he had once before, that what you are afraid of is never as bad as what you imagine. The fear you let build up in your mind is worse than the situation that actually exists. He had been so afraid of never finding a new seed that he didn't even want to start looking. But since starting his journey, he had faced enough cheats in a corridor to keep him going. Now he looked forward to finding more. Just looking ahead was becoming exciting. Sorry. His old thinking had been clouded by his worries and fear. He used to think about not having enough cheese or not having it last as long as he wanted. He used to think more about what could go wrong than what could go right. But that he had changed in the days since he had left Cheese Station. He used to believe that cheese should never be moved and that change wasn't right. And now he realized it was natural for the change to continually occur, whether you expect it or not. Change could surprise you only if you didn't accept it and weren't looking for it. When he realized he had changed his belief, he paused to write on the wall. Old beliefs do not lead you to new cheese. Hart hadn't found any cheese yet, but as he ran through the maze, he thought about what he had already learned. Hart now realized that his new beliefs were encouraging new behavior. He was behaving differently than when he kept returning to the same cheeseless station. He knew that when you change what you believe, no, you change what you do. He knew that when you change what you believe, you change what you do. You can believe that the change will harm you and resist it, or you can believe that finding a new change will help you and embrace the change. It all depends on the what you choose to believe. He wrote on the wall. When you see that you can find and enjoy the new change, you change the course. He knew he would be in a better shape now if he had dealt with the change much sooner and left his station earlier. He would feel stronger in a body and spirit, and he could have coped better with the challenging of finding new cheese. In fact, he probably would have found it by now if he had expected change rather than wasting time denying that the change had already taken place. He used imagination again and saw himself finding a savoring new cheese. He decided to proceed into the more uncommon, unknown parts of the maze and found little bits of cheese here and there. Haw began to regain his strength and confidence. As he thought back on where he had come from, Haw was glad he had written on the wall in many places. He trusted that it would serve as a marked trail for him to follow through the maze if he ever chose to leave Station C. Haw just hoped he was heading in the right direction. He thought about the possibility that him would read and the handwriting on the wall and find his way. He wrote on the wall what he had been thinking about for some time. Noticing small changes early help you to adopt bigger changes that are to come.